What's up guys, welcome to Blake's Garage. So today we're going to be working on the E30, and not really for the reason that I want to be. On Friday, which was like 2 days ago, I basically broke something on the way home. Saw a nice little spot to do some donuts, started ripping, the back end kind of hopped a little bit sideways, and as soon as it did that, like the wheel was spooling up, spinning pretty quick, and it made a nice pop and bang and a weird noise, and I was like, okay, well, that was kind of weird. So the rest of the way home was fine, driving in a straight line, got all the way home, did one more skid on one more corner, and on that particular corner it started making some banging noises, and then coming through the neighborhood, just going slowly on right hand and left hand turns, it started making some like duh, 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 duh style noises, and that's never good. So it's either a broken axle, which I don't think it is, because I don't think the car would drive unless it's like just kind of broken in the CV. I don't think it's that, but it did seem like it was coming from the right rear, or it's the differential, which kind of sucks because I did put an LSD in the E30, and if that's broken, then it might just be some busted spider gears inside of the LSD, which will kind of suck. But I do have my old parts, so that's always good. That's why you always want to carry a spare differential. That's one of the reasons I didn't sell mine off. However, it is open, but yeah, I guess what we're gonna do is jack the car up, try to figure out what the heck I did, and I guess I gotta fix it because I kind of got to drive this tomorrow. So we'll see what I broke. All right, I'm gonna, I guess, throw some jack stands under here and see what the heck's up. Yeah, I just put this LSD in. Since I've done the suspension change to the true rear suspension, I've been needing to change up the rear spring rate and possibly putting in some helper springs. I have those on order, but they haven't come in yet. So that was something I was gonna do, but what keeps happening is my inside tire on cornering keeps lifting, and it's basically causing the differential, well, to basically like act like an open diff because the clutches can't keep up with the grip from the one tire. So let's get some jack stands under here right now real quick. Chassis is really stiff now, which is nice because of the roll cage on here, which is cool. I have a 373 limited slip. I replaced it a few thousand miles ago or whatnot with my open differential. 95A durometer garagistic parts in here. The bushings have the secondary diff mount. These axles are actually new. I mean, what I mean by that is I put them on not too long ago. I mean, as you can see, stuff wants to spin in the direction that it's supposed to spin. If I kick it, let's go give it a quick kick. So you can see both axles are moving and all of that. It all seems to be fine, really. It doesn't seem like it's the center drive shaft mount because it's nice and tight, you know, no broken U-joints or anything like that. Obviously the car was driving, so obviously the car was driving, and you know, I could still go in a straight line. Like I said, it was just making funny noises on turning, which usually means differential issues, which is kind of a bummer. So go ahead and pull the diff out, break the axles loose real quick, get my studs, because I do have studs on here, which is really nice, makes it a lot simpler to remove. Take off the drive shaft. You guys have kind of seen this procedure before, so it's going to kind of fast forward through this and just kind of show it, because I don't really think I need to explain it because, well, I think I've done it like 2 or 3 times for you guys. So click a little eye up here in the corner and go to one of those videos if you want a better explanation. For the drain plug, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to stare inside of my oil fill. You see this, if I take a socket wrench and try to put it in there, my spare tire cover area kind of gets in the way. So trick for that, well, this is a 10mm Allen. You can just take a 10mm wrench, put it on there, and boom, just kind of, well, that's not the correct way, but go like this and just kind of loosen that up. Just kind of a neat little trick if you guys you know, want to try it out. Now I'm going to take a flashlight in there, and I want to just kind of eyeball the spider gears real quick. Yeah, I think it's pretty sure. Oh, I think I heard something. I think I heard like a loose piece. What was happening is this inside wheel here was spinning up. That clutch pack is in there pressing against those spider gears, and most likely what happened is that tire got a little bit of air, got off the ground, then both tires wanted to bite. So this one was going really fast, this one was going slower. When it met up, it just probably put a lot of force on those spider gears and just kind of crushed them and exploded them. So that's unfortunate. If you guys have an LSD and you live in the Sacramento or Northern California area and want to hook me up with one or get me a good deal on one, let me know. Follow me on Instagram at Blake's Garage. And yeah, I'm still looking for some parts. We're still gonna do an engine and transmission swap on this year. That's what I'm looking for. I think I got a lineup on I was gonna do an M52. It looks like I have a lineup on an S52 with transmission, so I think we're gonna do that. So if you guys wanna pick up some shirts, wrench on shirts, it really helps out. This whole build has been basically done by you guys watching the videos, you know, purchasing the car, all the parts for the car, and everything like that. So you guys watching, you guys buying merch, you know, being awesome subscribers makes all this stuff happen. So thanks a lot, guys. You know, for doing that. If you guys have done that, got some sweet E30 shirts coming out. I'm gonna post them like right on the screen, right around here, so you guys can see those. But I guess I'll pull this thing out rest of the way out and back to open differential life, I guess. For now, I was thinking about welding it. I don't have a welder at the moment, so my buddy's out of town that has a welder, so kind of sucks, but it's okay. So let's get this thing ripped out. To say this LSD has been needing a rebuild since the last autocross. You know, when I first autocrossed with it, it was actually pretty decent. I didn't really have any one tire fire, but the last event or two, I was getting some one tire fire, which is really not fun. So yeah, that feels all good. All right, cool. All right, boom. Yeah, I figure we all kind of want to see what's going on in here, so we'll do that in a sec. Okay, as far as color goes, does look a little bit metallic-y in there. So as you guys can see, the oil right there, you know, fairly clean. However, you know, I don't know. I think there might be a little bit of metallic in there. I can't really tell. It's hard to say. That oil pan is pretty dang disgusting, but we'll let that drain out for a sec and then we'll crack it open. So this case is almost off, so it's pretty nasty. We'll see if we can all the grossness. Now I used the paper gasket with this thing. It did decent as far as sealing, you know, doing the seal on this, but you know, I went with all BMW OE stuff here. So yep, there's a little bit of see right there, teeny little chunks of steel right down there in the bottom of the train plug. Everything else in there looks pretty nice and clean, so that's a plus. As far as this gasket goes, I see some bits and pieces in there, which is not a good thing, and pretty much thinking that it's the spider gears in there. Pretty gross. All right, down in there, see those? Maybe, I don't know. Right down in there, it's not good, not good. Okay, in there, when I was playing with this, yes, that's what happens when you take your glove off. Okay, so anyways, there's bits, little bits of steel pieces right there. So not so good, not so good, right? Okay, so bits of steel. I'm gonna dissect this thing a little bit more and just kind of see what's going on. So what I'm gonna do now is pop out the output shafts. All you gotta do is use a pry bar, boom, pop those out, boom. Then we're gonna take the side supports out, or right here, which the bearings for the carrier right there, those pop out. So those are kind of like the bearing supports. Take all those bolts off, bada bing, bada boom. Pull the whole center diff out. Might as well go ahead and break apart the LSD and see what's up. This little groove that you see right here, that is actually a groove for a C-clip that goes inside of here, and that is retained inside of the actual carrier itself, or the limited slip diff. So just gonna set that aside. Okay, so I got those out now. Now using a pry bar or a screwdriver, go ahead and pull these off on the edges. Now these have an O-ring on them, so they are gonna be slightly retained. However, when this happens, the diff is gonna lose support on one side. So you wanna make sure you're kind of prepared to catch the diff. You're right there. I'm just kind of twisting it on the O-ring, but yeah. All right, so that comes out. You can see, all right, there it goes. Slightly twisting that out. Set this on the right side, and now you can see the whole carrier is out. So this is called the carrier here. Heard some things about these nuts. I've heard that sometimes you kind of got to burn them off, heat them up. I'm gonna try mine out real quick. I won't put a ton of torque on them, because if that is the case, I don't want to break it or strip them out, because that kind of sucks. But yeah, see that right there? See that chunk? That could be, to me that looks like the center pin, which actually holds the spider gears in place. So I might have snapped the center pin, which, believe it or not guys, I've done this before. I did this on my 8-inch rear in my Mustang. I snapped the center pin and actually spun it. Yeah, pretty dang good. Okay, yeah, I can see chunks in there, so interesting. So as far as breaking these Allen heads loose, I'm using an impact screwdriver. Basically, you hit this thing on the top with a BFH, and when you have the appropriate socket in it, you're gonna make sure you don't strip stuff out. So definitely one of those tools that's good to have in the toolbox. Just whack this thing a few times, make sure it's going the proper direction. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. See, it's breaking those up. So I'm just going in kind of a crisscross pattern and hitting these all, and once I get that done, well, we can pull out the clutch packs and kind of just pull out this area and see how it looks. You know, you don't want bits of metal in there like what I have, but anyways, we're gonna keep on going. We have, this is the outer washer. So when you replace the clutch packs, if you want to do a third washer, or a third clutch pack, which is what I was gonna do. These things have 2 clutch packs from the factory. I was gonna do a third. You would actually replace this with a third clutch pack, but it's not happening on this one. Just kind of pull out the center section. Here's the spider gear, like I was talking about earlier. We'll go to the other side. So yeah, the little center guy in there totally snap-a-rooed. Okay, so we got here, we got a dog ear, and then we're gonna have a clutch right on the bottom there. There is the clutch material. As you can see, mine's pretty damn fried in the middle. It does still have some friction surface on the outside, but it has hot spots in the middle, and it's pretty well ground down. So that's not good. Here's the spider gear, and as you can see, there are chunks taken out of the teeth, so this thing is pretty well tossed. As you can see there's kind of my little planetary sun gear styled thing in there, right? Well, we see some more broken pieces. See the tips completely destroyed. This is the center pin that I was talking about. I kind of felt like I snapped a center pin area, and yes, I did. There's lots of nice little metal chunks in here. I don't really remember what went on the center there. However, this one, oh yeah, that one's like really seized up. Could possibly be part of the reason why it broke. Also, the reason that there's just a ton of chunks of stuff in there, so that's not good. Another snap-a-roo piece right there, pretty gross. And another destroyed piece. So yeah, we don't want to see that stuff. Factory spider gear. This one doesn't look like it got really messed up, but I mean, there's just bits and pieces in there. It's just gross. Jeez, it's coming, but not super easily. Unfortunately, my memory card just kind of ran out when I was filming that, but anyways, I pretty much found a bunch of broken pieces in that thing, and that LSD is destroyed. So I'm gonna need to pick up a new LSD, so if you guys possibly have a 373 LSD that you have for sale, or know somebody, let me know. Drop it down in the comments below. Real quick too, just to finish out this video, I thought I would open up a petrol box. I just got this in the mail the other day and figured, well, why not wrap up the video with a little unboxing if you guys made it this far? Because if you've made it this far in the video, I know you guys watched till the end. So we're gonna grab a knife real quick. All I have is this comb, but oh wait, this comb has a shank in it. That's pretty cool. That's not from Petrol Box. Everyone needs a comb shank. That way if you're, you know, combing your hair, you can just open stuff up. No problem. No problem at all. Just don't forget and take it on a plane with you. Okay, so what do we got this month? All right, Petrol Box. Always got the little card. Like I say, always. I don't like reading this because it's away. Well, stuff. Ooh, that's sick right there. I like that shirt. Race car things. It's like the Stranger Things, and you guys know, well, hope you know, I like Stranger Things. If you guys saw that E30 video I did a while back, I used actually the Stranger Things theme song for one of Igor's builds from CA Tune. What else do we got in here? What the heck is this? Re-grip. The simple way to add a grip to any handle. Huh, okay. So you can like add a grip to, well, whatever you want to add a grip to. So like a shovel, a hammer, whatever. Adds a grip onto stuff. That's interesting. I'll have to find a use for that. Got some Voodoo Micro Finish Scratch Remover. So this is some polish, like some scratch remover for clear coats. Very cool. Always great to get those detailing products in the Petrol Box. There's a little winner card for the re-grip thing. Here's a little showing slip, zip, re-grip. Okay, you just like kind of pull it out and then it re-grips a handle. Very cool.
Excuse me, can you like, could you please let me down, thank you? Or maybe I just want to itch myself.
We got the subscribers ride of the month. Like always, I always put those on my toolbox. Classic Motorsport Glove Box Companion, presented by Haggerty. I don't know, I'll have to kind of check that out. I don't know, check that one out. Candy, always good. Always gotta have that candy, good stuff. Oh, this is cool. We got 2 shirts in this one. This is very cool. Support your local track. That's neat, and you know, around me, Sacramento Raceway is actually going to be closing down soon, so it's kind of a bummer, mostly because they don't want to renew their permits in 2020 because people build houses next to racetracks and then complain about the racetrack being too loud. Don't move next to a racetrack. Anyways, yeah, and then a couple stickers, the re-grip and Prevail. Anyways, cool. Always love a good Petrol Box, so if you guys stay to the end, let me know, and you guys can use code WRENCHON to get $7 off of a Petrol Box. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll be doing more stuff on the E30 soon, saving up for a engine and transmission swap at the moment. That's why you guys have not been seeing a lot of videos on that car. More S3 stuff coming up, and I'm sure I'll have actually some Subaru content coming up soon, and it's gonna be a little different, I guess. Not really mod video, kind of an unmod video, but anyways, we'll talk to you guys soon. Later. and wrench on.